Welcome back to day 52. Today's pose is a prone shoulder stretch. So we will be on the floor. We'll have a blanket for option. There's really no chair option, but if you wanted to, you could come to standing at a wall or a doorway and practice the same stretch that we'll be doing. So you would just stand at a wall or in a doorway and turn away from the arm, just as we'll be doing on the floor. So you can give that a try, always being mindful, not pushing through any discomfort or strain or pain, just a nice sensation of stretch. All right, let's get started. We'll do a little bit of warm up together and then we'll come down to the floor. Let's take a nice inhale, draw your palms overhead, and exhale, lower. Adding the head, raise and look upward. Exhale, lowering chin to chest as you allow yourself to arrive to your one pose practice today, letting everything else outside go. We'll take one more nice big breath together as you draw your palms overhead. Exhale your palms together and down. All right, let's start with a little bit of warm up. Just get those shoulders nice and warm before we do this nice shoulder opener. So taking a few nice circles of the shoulders together. Just really imagining making a nice even circle all the way around. As the shoulders warm up, you might get a little bit bigger circles there, loosening up in those joints. As the shoulders come down, let's change direction, circle the other way. It's always a nice idea, especially when you're doing a static pose, to warm up the body just a little bit before you get into that nice full stretch in a static pose. As the shoulders come down, let's roll the shoulders forward with the palms faced back. Take a nice inhale as you roll the shoulders and the arms open. As you exhale, we're going to roll the shoulders forward and press the palms back. So it's like an inhale, open, exhale, press back. All that action happens in the shoulders and the arm bones. A few more times. Opening right across the chest, the shoulders, even as you press those palms back. One more full round. As you inhale, opening the shoulders and the arms, you can allow the arms to release by your sides. And then we'll do a few nice upward salutes, which we've practiced several days back. Arms by your side, nice mountain pose, feel the feet grounded. Take a nice inhale as you reach your arms forward and up, and exhale, forward and down. Try to let the arm bones move in the shoulder sockets. Keep the tops of those shoulders released down away from the neck. And if the shoulders are tight, take your arms a little bit wider. That's okay, move in your own range of motion. Really lengthening through the arms. We'll do two more. Exhale, and one more. As you release down, let's do some nice swimmer slaps. Just going to take the arms, cross them in front of the chest, switch or alternate the cross of the arms. Just using those palms, slapping the sides of the shoulders anywhere they reach. Kind of warming up, waking up the body. Two more each side. Last time. Let your arms just come to nice stillness. All right, so remember, if you're doing a standing version, find a wall. Your palm is pressing into that wall. You can start with the palm press, turn the fingers back, and then turn to the side, away from the arm, or use a door jamb. You can place the elbow and the palm in the door jamb and turn away from that arm, pivoting in the feet, just so you feel a nice stretch. If you're coming down to the floor, blanket's optional if you have a hard surface. You may want to lay on that. So you can watch first, since coming down to the floor, trying to look at your screen could be a little difficult. I'll demonstrate on one side and then we'll do it together. So I'm going to lay on my belly and I'll take my left arm straight. Let's do right so you can see. My right arm is straight out in line with my shoulder. And then I use this left hand just outside my chest. And I start to roll the chest open towards that left hand, rolling onto my right hip until you feel that stretch across the front of that right shoulder and chest. Then if you feel like I can get a little bit farther, I'm going to take that top leg, my left leg, roll it back so the foot can press onto the floor. If you have the foot sort of the knee hanging out, just let that knee release a little bit behind your hip. If that doesn't feel comfortable, make sure that you're not straining your body or causing any discomfort or pain. Now the head, try to keep it in a nice neutral position so we're not hanging out on the neck. I'm letting my ears just be nice and aligned with my shoulders. And we'll breathe and hold there for several breaths, and then we'll switch sides. So come on down to your floor, use your blanket, and let's get started. So we'll come onto your belly. Feet are about in line with your hips. Extend your right arm straight out. You want that wrist right in line with your shoulder so you can turn and look. Left hand is just outside the chest or the rib cage. Start to roll the chest open towards the left hand. Pause there, breathing into that stretch. Remember to keep the head nice and level. And take those nice extended breaths we've been practicing, especially when you hold a static pose. You can inhale to your count of 4. And then exhale out, count of 6, 7, maybe 8. And then as the body opens, maybe I take that top leg, bend the knee, roll the hips a little bit more open. Perhaps that left foot comes to the floor, or you can just keep that foot just hovering slightly off the floor. Remember not to strain in that right shoulder or pec muscle. I'm also using this front hand to give a little bit of a push, getting a little bit more of a stretch. And we're going to take about 5 or 6 more nice extended breaths here. Anything's not comfortable, remember to back out of it. You can always come back a little bit more forward towards that left hand, or breathe gently into it. In for 4, out for 6 or 7, 8 counts. Feel that sensation across the front of the shoulder. Static poses are really a great time too to check in with the body, listen in to what's happening anywhere in the body, the back, the hip, especially the shoulder that we're stretching, the neck if that's not feeling good. You can always use a folded up blanket or pillow, even a block, as long as the blocks, you're not pressing too much into the block, straining the neck. You want to have a nice neutral elongated neck. And we'll take one more nice full breath here. Exhale all the way out. And then roll back onto the chest. Bring that left leg with you. And let's just take the hands. Stack the hands or fists. Let your forehead rest on stacked hands or fists. Wiggle the hips just a little softly side to side. Check in with that right shoulder. And let's come to the other side. We'll extend that left arm out to the side, straight in line with your shoulder. Place the right hand just outside your right rib cage. Start to roll the chest open towards your right hand. You can stack the hips. Use that right hand. You're kind of pressing into the floor. Breathing into that stretch across the left shoulder, the left pec muscles, across the chest. Maybe this shoulder feels differently than the other shoulder, so pay attention. Remember not to move through any pain. If you feel like you can roll even the hips a little bit more open, perhaps that right foot comes to the floor or just hangs out, as long as it's not causing any strain in your lower back or in the hips. Keep your head nice and level between your shoulders, level with your spine. Taking your nice inhales for 4. Exhale out for 6, 7, or 8, several more breaths. Want to make sure we're even on this side. Holding this. So if you were doing the standing version, you've switched now. Opposite palm on the wall or elbow and palm in your door jamb. Pivoting your feet, turning away from that arm that's on the wall. Two more. Want to make sure we're even here. Let those exhales out. Soften in that body and the shoulder, the chest. One more. And then gently roll back onto the chest. Bend that left elbow. Bring the hands right under the forehead again. Wiggle your hips softly side to side. Then let's take the hands right under the shoulders. Press up to hands and knees. Let's sit back into an extended child pose. Arms nice and long again. Still opening up the shoulders, the chest here. Breathe into that. Couple breaths. Allow your hips to release back towards your heels. And when you're ready, let's come on up. We'll find a nice prop seated position. You can fold your blanket sitting on that nice rounded edge. Come to sitting or standing if you prefer. And check in with those shoulders. Maybe take one nice shoulder circle to roll the shoulders back and down, nice and open across the chest. Let's sit up nice and tall, taking a nice closing breath together. Take that nice inhale, palms overhead, and exhaling your palms together and down. I thank you for joining this one pose practice today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love your feedback or comments, and I will see you again.